Hello and welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to make simply delicious chicken Alfredo. We're going to start off by cutting up and preparing our chicken thighs. I like to use chicken thighs because they are more moist, but you can use chicken breast as they are a bit healthier. You just have to be a little more careful when you cook them because you don't have that flexibility when it comes to keeping the chicken moist. I did add some pepper, some salt, garlic powder, and some olive oil to the mixture. I tossed it up and set that aside for a few minutes. It would marinate while I am heating up my pan. So I have my pan to a high heat. I'm just trying to get a nice sear on the chicken. I didn't do the greatest job here, but I'm sure you'll do better than me. And we just want it cooked about 80 to 90% before we set it aside, as we'll add it to the sauce a little bit later. In a new pan on medium heat, we're going to add butter and garlic, and we're going to simmer that until the garlic is nice and fragrant. We're going to add about a heaping tablespoon of flour to create a bit of a loose roux, and that's going to make for our thickener. So now that we have our base of our sauce, we have the butter, the garlic, the flour's cooked through. We don't want that raw flour taste. This is the spatula that I'm using. I do sell these on Amazon. You can check that out in the description below. Once the flour's cooked through, what we're going to do is we're going to add our Parmesan cheese. I used Parmigiano Reggiano. You get it at your local store. Just spend the 15 bucks for it because it's worth it at the end of the day. We mix that into the sauce until it's fully melted. And then we're going to go ahead and add our cream. I use this 33% cream. It's whipping cream, I believe, in the stores. You're going to have to watch carefully and keep this on a medium to medium low heat and whisk it continuously just to fix the consistency and make sure that nothing burns in the pan. Always leave some extra cheese and cream on the side just in case when you go in for a taste it's not to your liking. Sometimes it might be too sharp, sometimes it might not be sharp enough. This was the consistency after about 5 minutes of simmering and continuously whisking. And for mine, at this point, the salt was good because we used salted butter and the cheese is extremely salty, but it was a little bit on the sharp side, so I added a little bit more cream to balance it out. At this point, you're gonna add the chicken back to the pan and make sure not to miss any of the juices that came off the pan. I'm going to mix this in well, and I'm going to set it aside for just the amount of time it takes you to cook your pasta. And I'm going to put a lid on it to make sure it doesn't dry out. And that 10 to 15 minutes it takes you to cook your pasta is just enough time for the Alfredo to fully coat the chicken, and the chicken will absorb the flavor of the Alfredo because it is quite rich. And that's all you need to know about making a delicious Alfredo sauce. I didn't have fettuccine, so I just used whatever I had around the house. And this is absolutely delicious. You got to try this recipe. If you did like the video, please leave a like, maybe a comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys always, and we'll see you at the next video. Thank you.